Okay. Now let's talk about this post. This has been the most disturbing post on the internet this week. This poor girl, she's just 20. Her name is Favour from Nigeria. She committed suicide. So heartbreaking. A 20-year-old committed suicide. Why? Because this useless man, this man I'm posting here, they say his name is Odogu Asaba. He raped her. And then she couldn't live with it and she took her life. But before taking her life, she made a video, which she posted. I'm going to post the video too. Now, as insensitive as you all internet whatsoever, you start to bring images. Mind you, this girl said she was a virgin. She went to a hotel to meet him. And you people are asking, why did she go to the hotel? She said it in the video. She said that she was in a financial situation. She was struggling. She had a lot of problems. She was in the real need of money. She got to this guy because this guy is a popular TikToker. And she explained her situation. And the guy said, come and meet me in Asaba. The guy even sent her transport. She went to Asaba. You people are judging a 20-year-old for making dumb decisions. 20-year-old child, a virgin. Now, she goes to the hotel room. She's there with him, whatever they think they're saying. Maybe she actually accepted to sleep with him. But in the long run, she said no. You've never been caught up in a situation where you want to do something, but yet your spirit doesn't want, and you say, I'm not doing it. What happened to consent? If she said no, she said no. Even if you've taken down your pants, and she's taken down hers, and then she says, I'm not doing it again. You're supposed to dress up. You're not supposed to force her. Now you force her, you take her virginity. Leaving her with infections, sending her back with no dime. She starts to text you that she needs to go to the hospital. At least give her money to go and treat herself. But because you're so smart and you're so stingy, you insult her and you make a ridicule of her. First of all, she's already feeling bad for herself for giving her virginity to a bastard like you. A 42-year-old, 44-year-old man, why are you sleeping with a 20-year-old? Why? And you're this stingy, you cannot even treat her after leaving her, exposing her and leaving her to infections. Now, mind you, what you don't know about suicide is that people don't commit suicide because they have the biggest of world's problems. No. If you've ever been suicidal, you understand what I'm saying. People don't commit suicide because they have the biggest of world's problems. They commit suicide because they were stuck in that situation. They didn't know how to go further. If this child had maybe spoken to somebody, an elderly person, a big sister, had experience with life, they would have helped her and cautioned her. She had too much weight on her. She couldn't believe living with that kind of embarrassment, that kind of rejection. Imagine giving your virginity. You know, when living in Africa where the girl child is raised to understand that her pride, her crown on her head is rested upon her legs, her virginity. You give them your virginity and there's nothing left for you. That stupid doctrine, that's how we were raised. Me, for example, I was raised like that. Something that should never, I'll tell my daughter to preserve yourself and give it to a man you'll be proud of course. But I'm not telling her that her worth, her entire life worth is tied to a vagina between her legs. No. Or is tied to sex. No. That's what our parents told us. And it got us sticking with some toxic men. A man is showing you that he doesn't love you. But just because you know that you go and sleep with another man, and you feel like, sleeping with, you mean that I've slept with this guy and I slept with this one? I don't want to lose my word. You stay there. Women, we can do better. Our parents failed at raising us at some things. But yeah, we are the Gen Z. We can do better. We can change all these narratives. Your worth is not tied to your legs. And that's what that child was suffering from. She didn't know what to go from there. I'll post the chat here. A very wicked man. He didn't even feel, how can you, a 44-year-old, not feel the pain of a 20-year-old? And now the child is dead and you're begging for mercy. I pray that the capital punishment be given to this man. And for all of you judging this child, saying that she knew what she was going through from the text, yes, even if she had consented to whatever, and arrived at that place and said, I'm not doing again, he was supposed to leave her. And the worst is these evil people who post these videos of her dancing in a club. So a virgin does not have a social life. So a virgin does not dance. A virgin does not have fun because she's a virgin. You want now to discredit her testimony because if you're posting these videos, if you're one of these people releasing these videos, you are just like that Odogu Asaba. You should be in jail by now. You should be in police custody. You are the rapist. And then mind you, this son of a bastard posted this rubbish. That for you people condemning Odogu Asaba, tell me a girl has not said no one time and you have forced her. Because all men have done this. Just pray that a girl should not carry. So you have forced a woman and you are walking around here. You should be in jail. Any man who has forced himself on a woman should have his penis cut off. Yes, have them either chemically or physically castrated. You don't deserve to walk around with a manhood. If you cannot sweet talk a woman, if you cannot cajole her into having it. If you are going to force yourself on her, they should cut it. Yes, you should live like that. You don't deserve it because you're not different from a dog. I just feel bad for the family of this girl. I pray that this girl gets justice. There's nothing that breaks me more than seeing a woman who has been sexually molested. I'm grateful that I've never been sexually molested. At least whatever I've done with my life, I did it full chest. But there's a lot of women out there who have been taken advantage of. Sometimes even by close relatives. Now 20-year-old Favour is gone because a fool did not understand what consent was. And then even after that, he didn't give her any small glimpse of hope or faith, even if it was false, to hold on to. Let me tell you one thing you don't understand. You think that rape ends when you walk out of that bedroom. It's funny because these same men, you see, men will tell you that a man cheating and a woman cheating is not the same because men just cheat for sex, and sex is just sex to men, but sex is not just sex to women because they become attached, or it means something. There's some psychological and emotional attachment to it for women, but yet you still go ahead to rape her, to have sex with her forcefully, knowing that it is not just sex to her. What an irony. How convenient does that sound? Do you know when rape actually, when it actually begins for a woman? When she steps out of that bed and she's under the shower trying to wash off the field you made of her, and she realizes water cannot wash it, and she starts to blame herself, and she starts to imagine, what if I didn't go there? What if I had done? And she starts to blame herself, and she starts to live in regret, and she starts to live. That is where rape really starts. When she starts to be scared, she looks at men with disgust and fear. That is where rape starts. The trauma you live after ejaculating your dirty sperm is where the rape begins for her. You evil and callous men. I don't know. I'm beginning to feel like, hey, maybe we should, because this thing I've been preaching, not all men, but always a man. It's like it's not enough. Maybe we should start to raise our younger ones to say that all men are dangerous. Don't trust them. Like, you know now, when you treat your child to be streetwise. Yeah, because if this child was streetwise, she will not go to the hotel with that man. Tell them that tell our children that all men are dangerous. If a man calls you, don't go. What? It doesn't matter what he is. If he wants to even say 2 words, you shout. Because all these men are potential rapists. Yes, all men are potential rapists. You don't know. It's not written on the face. Anyways, I pray that he receives the capital punishment. All rapists, all sex offenders, all child molesters, they should be given the capital punishment. Summary execution. Public. Everybody should see it. Since you cannot keep your 2 centimeter rubbish in between your legs, you should die. You are not worth living safe.